Bungie said that Parasite already has big damage, so they don't buff it in Lightfall. I was curious how much is the max damage we can deal with this grenade launcher, so I did some testing. Before we started, if you don't want to miss any useful Destiny 2 video, hit the subscribe button, I really appreciate it. Now let's get into it. First I checked the base damage of the weapon. It deals 83,699 plus 22,031 damage. So it's 105,730. As we know, Parasite has an exotic perk called Worm's Hunger. You can get max 20 stack into the weapon and it gives bonus damage to the weapon. In the following clips I'm using Parasite with the max stacks. Now let's see how much bonus damage can we get. The hit damage is 251,095 and the explosion damage is 65,849. So it's 316,944 damage. It's a 300% damage buff with only the exotic perk. The best weapon damage buff exotic is the Path of the Burning Steps. You can have 4 stacks of Firewalker and it gives your solar weapons 40% damage buff. It's a Titan exotic, so you can get the highest damage number on Titan. Let's see the numbers. The hit damage is 351,532 and the explosion damage is 92,188. The full damage is 443,720. It's a 420% damage increase. Now I added mods to it. I used all the damage buff mods that would stack together, but because of the Firewalker buff, High Energy Fire doesn't give it bonus damage and also you can only use Radiant or Font of Might. They can't stack there. So the real buffs that the damage has are Solo Operative and Font of Might or Radiant. You can add Weaken Clear too, but I cannot get it on this boss. Now let's see the numbers. The hit damage is 505,328 and the explosion damage is 132,520. The full damage is 637,848. It's a 603% increase. With Weakened Clear it would deal 733,525 damage, so the max buff you can get is 694%. Let's see this in action. The first clip is from the Nightmare Containment event. First I get a few kills for the buffs, then proc Weakened Clear and hit Parasite. It dealt nearly 1 million damage, and this mini-boss only has 600,000 HP. The second clip is from a Legend Nightfall. It is an easy one-shot for Parasite. And now it's a Grandmaster Nightfall. I made a small mistake, so I lost my Firewalker stacks before I hit the boss, so it would deal around 350k, but it still easily one-shot a champion. Few pros and cons. This weapon has a huge damage. OP at short damage phase. Easy to get. To be honest, it's fun to use. The cons are, need a setup before every shot if you want huge damage. You have to be careful, because it deals a ton of damage and it can easily kill you. After the testing, I agree with Bungie. This weapon has crazy damage, but it's not too good at long phases. Before Lightfall I will make videos about craftable weapons. Should you craft it or not? If you are interested or like the video, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any other video. That was all for today. See you next time.